Jazz have won 3 straight. Milwaukee's won 11 of 12. The only loss they had was at you. Telling you all pregame show long, no Rudy Gobert for the 2nd straight game, so 2nd career start.
Brook Lopez and DiVincenzo.
Doing his work early. Knocking down shots early like that. Get a guy going who's been quiet lately.
Line. Hayward Workman, a former Milwaukee Buck, says nope. Mike Conley for 3.
That one. Right into the front row.
Eric Bledsoe back. Bojan Bogdanovic hit the game winner in Utah. He had the Bucks' first 2.
Your heart skipped a beat there for a second when he got that look at him.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Are you fine?
I'm okay. To test his physical nature for the Jazz.
Yeah, Tony Bradley's got to keep an eye on it. Rudy Gobert's absence, I was worried about, but thank goodness Giannis is not overly dramatic.
Bojan.
Let the athletes
trust
be the
them.
ones to. That makes sense.
Trying to defend Giannis. Then the help came, so the Bucks swinging.
Even with that good ball movement, they're right in West's face. Good shot.
Long rebound. Giannis. Here's the whistle.
Has an impact in that airspace around the rim.
When Gobert was on the court in the restricted area.
Yeah. And nice board, good kick, and Giannis attacks. Look, Royce O'Neal is no Rudy Gobert on Giannis.
Mike Conley coughed it up. The Bucks take it. Giannis inside.
Attacking like that shows he's right.
Buzzer beater. And what's interesting is after the game in the locker room, the guys weren't frustrated. The one time we saw Giannis have a moment in OKC, but he said that wasn't his game. And
lead 10-9. Antetokounmpo 7 of the 10 points.
To keep that, let Giannis go corner.
You saw George Hill on the bench. Hits a 3. Inside. Particularly down the stretch as the Bucks were coming back and making a game of it. And then, of course, quarter. Of Lopez right near the face. Trailer, 3. Yeah. Has to worry about three-point shooters if his man is out there and Brook Lopez and an opponent. Robin Lopez.
Down, keeps pivoting, finds a good setting.
Are different things. Would assume. Bledsoe.
See here when Dante gives it to Giannis, it's look at the way he gets to the rim. Contact.
He got lost in between and didn't cover his man, the shooter. Foul, apparently. 4. George Niang gives Emmanuel Mudiay in game 1. Yang gives Utah the lead. Robin Lopez. Finish. The defense stayed with him. Bledsoe and Ilyasova. Bledsoe.
It's a nice English shot. Nice floater.
Bledsoe.
To enjoy home a little bit. His other teams.
Bledsoe. Utah 11-5. Deflection.
Takes that charge. Bucks.
Giannis.
Number 8.
Giannis in the paint. Finger. Giannis. A block. Karl Lane. That foul.
Dante doing a good job.
Stays with him. Couple of pops. Yang from the corner. 7th in the league at 37.7%. Donovan Mitchell funnels into the middle. And now Joe Ingles. The lefty hits a 3. His second, but 2. For the last 8 points, Milwaukee just 2 for 12 and 0 for 3 on threes.
There's been a couple where the movement's not the same.
Donovan Mitchell, a bit of a stumble back to the perimeter. George Niang forced. No, the Bucks let it fly no matter what. It almost feels a little bit like they're trying to get back in the.
They wait a second, then they shoot it.
You don't have that positive energy when you shoot it.
The option to add the Lakers as your 6th game while supplies last. What are your some of the? I mentioned 5 teams under 500 following Utah after that.
But winning in Atlanta, beating Chicago, beating Detroit. Still going to take some chances and be physical on D.
George Niang. Sterling Brown. Back to Bledsoe. Offensive foul, Bledsoe.
That call, but I'll be curious.
Bojan Bogdanovic, when you're going towards the rim, you have to make that call. That's a tough one. Closing in on the 6.5-minute mark, 2nd quarter.
I didn't like the outcome of it and got a technical. I think that pretty much shows he's trying to. The energy's completely with Utah. I mean, you try to give home court and their fans, Rudy Gobert, some credit.
20 at the half in Salt Lake City, 65-35. It won't be like Sterling Brown denied.
Took a tough charge right up top.
Already has 1 tee.
That's probably why they're
got together a few years ago and said, hey, you know, let's figure out something that we can. On midcourt, gets it back off a deflection. Dante DiVincenzo.
It can happen with Milwaukee, and they're gonna get loud. Not on pace for it. The rim without Gobert.
Tony Bradley has 2 fouls.
The last time they played each other in Utah, Milwaukee had 35 first-half points.
Defense to offense.
It's good activity.
Points a lot.
Right. 3 stops in a row. And then calls. Probably right. Chase Webber. It's a good friend. Very talented.
Down to 5. Finds Wesley Matthews now to the post and Giannis. He spins it, dumps
it. Fade away, you couldn't come anywhere near it. Giannis just had shoulder bump. This season is different than we've ever seen. For they're not strong enough to make those passes, but he can't. He can pass. Somebody wins out.
The Bucks, a prolific three-point shooting team. He has 7 and 8 coming here.
I heard the fans light up. Giannis made a free throw. Defense didn't reach and do too much. Jeff Green turned it over, and then another turnover there.
And 1.
Doesn't learn to keep his hands out of the cookie jar yet.
Fans getting into it with their chance. Bogdanovic goes cross court. Bucks down 8. Now about 9. 9 points at the half.
Only making 3. That's a big spread.
Donovan Mitchell.
Play. Got to keep spotting up in your spots. Keep making the passes. Halftime, Jim, when we saw him come out, tapping every guy in them.
No, quite as much.
No.
Wesley Matthews, back and forth. You can score typically. Giannis hits the deck, hits his right elbow, and he hits his elbow as Giannis is knocked down.
Yeah, and it was quiet. Easiest free throw he ever shot. He makes their free throw percentage to 100%.
5-point Utah lead. Bledsoe to him quickly. Good basketball.
And on that last possession, you just see Jeff Green. He was guarding Brook Lopez.
80% shooter. He took it rather than Bogdanovic, who makes 88%
for last year. He's kept it going right into this year.
Donovan Mitchell. Working with Green, keeping and scoring.
The Bucks and Jazz, and get you set for the Warriors and Thunders live on NBA TV coming up next.
Brook Lopez has it. Right back. Matthews challenge.
In the quarter, and instead, Bogdanovic's not. Points, rebounds, assists, steals, field goal percentage, 3 percentage. So, I mean, he's
bothered you the most. What could a defender do to bucket?
Anything to disrupt you, but once you're into it,
defenders know a little touch here and a little touch there can be difficult, right?
When that's taken away.
Giannis, NBA season. A grizzled veteran. It didn't stay down. Giannis for three. Giannis with three. Doesn't take it, but he hits them when he does.
He actually hasn't been shooting the three ball.
Giannis against Moutier. Contact. Down. That's a good job by Green. Coach Budenholzer thought Mitchell walked for Utah. DiVincenzo, no. Ersan, off it. Jeff Green all along.
Better on that weak side. Get close to those. As long as he's in those low 30s, it's the same as 50% from two.
Finds Ersan. And Giannis picks it out. Connaughton. Yes!
It was just what the Bucks needed to.
Ilyasova, yes!
And it was what we talked about. The Bucks have blown games open in the third quarter. Frustrated the Bucks, to be honest.
Bledsoe, the gang. The pace picking up. You would think that might.
Same thing. The last game against New Orleans. We're up by 20. This side of the equator. Three right there.
First consecutive game. He has another free throw coming. Moutier. Bledsoe gets in there again. To be one of my favorite part of Bucks games. Fourth quarter to miss.
Yeah, he was such a spark in the third quarter. 4 for 4.
Moutier for three. Jazz on an 11-2 run. Giannis contact.
They're going to keep following him. It's a guarantee when he gets down.
Gets it back. Bigelow short. Giannis gets it back. And it's foul.
Almost. You're right, but that one might have actually been a goaltender. 7 would have been on a 12-game win streak if they beat Utah and Utah.
He has his 17th double-double in 17 games, or has to take one. He can hit him. Giannis, yes! Brook Lopez.